All right. So now we are going to talk about your platform and how you are going to rock this business outside of your small hometown or large hometown or your small Facebook friends list or Instagram or whatever it is. So I think so oftentimes people have the wrong idea about direct sales. And while back in the day, a lot of it was belly to belly, and that means literally face to face, belly to belly with people. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think there is that we need more of that in direct sales. So it's not all just social media, but it really needs to be, you need to think outside of, get outside of your mind of, I don't have a lot of friends, I don't have a lot of family, I don't have a big social media following already or whatever. So I want you to know that 3 years ago when I started social media, I didn't have a big following. I didn't have 100 people liking a picture or a quote or, pictures. I didn't even have kids at that time, right? Well, I guess I did have one, and that's just when I started. And people are a sucker for cute kids, right? All kids are cute, but people are a sucker for pictures of cute babies, right? And yeah, they are, huh? So use that to your advantage, moms. But anyways, really, social media is like where it's at, because you can do belly to belly. And I think we should be doing vendor shows. We should be getting into retail locations. We should be talking to people in the grocery store wearing our stripes. Absolutely. All of those things are just, they are necessary, I think. But think outside of, those normal things and think how you can reach thousands of people on a daily basis, on a monthly basis. And so I want to talk with you today about social media platforms, and I want you to figure out what you're going to do. So my tip to you is, you are going to become an expert in one of these social media platforms. Do not do what I did 3 years ago and say, oh, I'm going to dominate them all. I'm going to do Pinterest. I'm going to do Instagram. I'm going to do Facebook. I'm going to start a Facebook business page. I'm going to write a blog. I'm going to do all. And on Monday, I'm going to do LinkedIn. On Tuesday, I'm going to do this, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Y'all, it doesn't work that way. You do not have enough time in the day to become an expert in all of them. And so I want you to pick one. Pick one that you're going to become an expert in, and then pick a second one that's going to be like your side little practice platform that you're going to continue to educate yourself on, but you're not going to put all of your time in either one of them, right? But you're going to put most of your time in one, and then you're going to put a little bit of time in the other. And typically you can use the same content from the first one in the second one as well. For example, when I first started, I had my Facebook personal page. I already had friends, already had family, already had someone. I mean, I had people from college, people from high school, whatever, just like a normal person would have, right? And so from there, I decided to dabble into a Facebook business page. And if any of you have ever started one of those, it starts out with 0 followers. And you actually have to post content that interests people enough that they're going to start liking your stuff and then commenting and then liking your page to want to see the updates and to follow you, which is a whole other ballgame about how to do that. But my point is, pick the one that comes the most natural to you and the one that you actually like. So I don't love Instagram. I never have. I don't know that I ever will. But I try to do it, and it's work for me. It's not really fun. Facebook to me is really fun. So I equate Facebook to storytelling, and I'm a big storyteller. Instagram is very visual, and I'm not like necessarily the most visual, artistic person, right? So with that being said, pick your platform, and I want to give you all the options that I think are the best, and I want to tell you what I think is the best, and I want to tell you where I think you should start, but then of course I want you to make that decision. So first of all, you have to figure out, where do you already have the most people? Is it Instagram? Are you posting on Instagram on a daily basis just because you like to and you have some followers there? Then you need to make Instagram, and you enjoy Instagram, you need to make Instagram your main platform. There is a ton of business that you can make on Instagram. Okay, and it's a place that I'm not going. So you guys can totally rock it. Is it your personal Facebook page? Do you already have 100 friends, 200 friends, 300 friends, 1,000 friends on your Facebook page, right? Now, you don't want to get all spammy. You don't want to get all salesy, and you don't want to only post about lip sense. Oh my, no. We don't want to lip sense vomit on people. But we do want to use that as a way to connect to people. Do you use Snapchat? Snapchat is one of the newer platforms that has just exploded. And y'all, I can't get into it. I will do filters with my kids, but for some reason, I don't love it. But there is a huge platform. If you are snapping on a daily basis and you love that, then make that your platform and dominate it. Dominate it and connect with people on there and make Snapchat your thing. Yeah. Tell them. YouTube. Oh my goodness. So I'm doing videos right now for you guys on YouTube. I am a hot mess, but I cannot tell you how many people have reached out to me from my videos on YouTube. And I'm not even getting dolled up for them. Like, I'm not even getting really ready. Like, this is just me. I mean, some of them I literally are done at 6 in the morning, and some of them I got a shower today, but I didn't do my hair, but oh well. Like, you guys can connect with a lot of people on YouTube. I think makeup artists, for you guys to do actual tutorials for free for people. So the idea of direct sales, a lot of it, and we can get into this later, but I know I've suggested to you before that go givers sell more. When you give content to people, when you give things to people and not expect anything in return. For example, when you show someone a tutorial on how to do a smoky eye, right? And that's just giving a person content that's free. Go givers sell more, because people feel like, oh, she would totally do that for me, give me that free content without wanting me to buy something from her. Maybe I should check out what she is selling, actually. So YouTube is an amazing resource. Pinterest is an amazing resource, right? And Pinterest is typically going to link to a blog. 90% of the time, I think that's really how most people do it. Pinterest is very visual. How many of you spend time scrolling through Pinterest, right? Figure out how to get your pins onto Pinterest and get an audience there. A blog is another one, right? If you're a storyteller or you want to have, your SeneGence store linked to your blog, make sure it's all following compliance. You can certainly do that. And then I don't want you guys to forget about the belly to belly, because the belly to belly can be great platforms. They're not social media platforms, right? They are really true face-to-face platforms, but vendor shows, retail locations, wholesale buyers, people who own salons, boutiques, all of those types of places. Like, those are amazing people that you could have, that are going to join you on this journey. And maybe they're not interested in building a team. That's okay. But if they're selling the product in their retail location, that is a great way for you to start building team volume. And then, of course, the original, just the best way to do anything is face-to-face, right? Social media has helped us, or has forced us, has forced us to lose touch with people. And there is nothing better than having coffee with a friend, face-to-face, to having a conversation with people eye to eye, right? And so wear your stripes out in public. Make sure you are wearing 3, 4, 5 colors when you're going out, and striking up conversations with people, genuine conversations. You do not need to be like putting this in their face and doing that. But really, I promise you, the more friendlier you are to people and the more genuine you are to people, the more people are going to want to talk to you. And who knows, they're probably going to see your hand. I've driven through Starbucks, the drive-thru, and the girl chatted. She was like, oh, did you go to Ulta today? I was like, no, but check this out. And handed her my business card, chatted with her for like 2 seconds because we were in the drive-thru. But you just never know where you're going to meet somebody, and you never know what other things you have to offer. Our team has such a, I think, bigger mission than just selling lipstick, right? And I don't say just lightly, because this business is incredible and amazing, but we all have something else to offer people besides product, and that is you. That is you, your time, your heart, your energy, your love. You have so much to offer to other people. So I want you to start thinking about what's your main platform, and then what's your number 2. What are you going to kind of dabble in? So for me, it was my Facebook personal page, and then it was my Facebook business page, and that is kind of where. So my main one now is my Facebook business page. I post on my personal page like once a day, and it kind of goes back and forth. And I have another business too, so I kind of teeter-totter in between. I don't vomit lip sense at all, but I do a lot of Facebook, and I utilize the Facebook ads a little bit to get people and to drive traffic into my store, which is really another whole exciting way to do things. And then Instagram, I kind of dabble a little bit. I'm not really that good at it. Snapchat is one. So Facebook is the largest social media platform. So I definitely recommend, like, if you like Facebook, use it to your advantage. And then Pinterest, YouTube, blogging, vlogging, like all of those things. And then of course the all traditional, like vendor show, those types of things. So think bigger, guys. Think so much bigger than your small town. Think so much bigger than your friends and your family. And I can tell you guys, friends and family are usually the worst customers. I love my friends. I love my family, but they seriously are like the worst customers. They're usually needier. Oftentimes I hear people say that they expect discounts right away, you know, and they're sometimes just a lot pickier because they can trust you, right? And I want people to trust me, but I don't know. They usually, I'm telling you, I never had in my last business any of my best friends on my team. I don't in this one either. And that's okay. You guys can build an amazing business even though your friends and your family don't want to do this with you. Don't let that be a lie from the devil that you can't be successful without your friends and your family. But the other thing that I really want to stress about social media, there is a science and an art to it. So don't just think, oh, because you posted on a Saturday afternoon and you thought it was a really great video and nobody liked it and nobody commented on it and you're horrible. Your video was terrible and now you're depressed because nobody liked it, nobody requested in your store, da 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 da. You have to assess why it didn't work. So with social media, you have to be really prepared for a lot of failure, a lot of failing, a lot of trying to figure it out. Yeah. And what I love to say to you guys is to fail forward. Don't let a failure make you be a setback. Any successful person has experienced way more failures than a non-successful person, right? It's just that the successful person pushes through and looks at the lesson in it and says, okay, how can I do better next time, right? If you guys only knew how many times I failed, and I still fail every day, right? You cannot be afraid of failure, but it takes work. It takes a lot of effort to have a social media following of, I don't know, hundreds of people, thousands of people. When you see people posting pictures and getting a lot of interest, they've done some work behind that. It is not just because they're more special than you, right? It's really not. Like, they've done the work, and you have to be willing to put in the work. So with that being said, I'm going to suggest my favorite social media networking 2 books for you. First of all, you need to read Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Robbins. It is a must book for anyone that is new to direct sales and to network marketing, because it's going to break it down for you and tell you exactly really what is direct sales, what is network marketing, and how can you totally rock your business as a normal girl like me from a small town that can do it, right? And then the second book that I want to recommend specifically on social media and how you're going to build a business around social media is Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk. He is a potty mouth, but he is a really good social media guru. And then I'm going to give you a bonus tip of someone else to follow who I love and adore, and she is an amazing entrepreneur, Chalene Johnson. She has a really great podcast. I listen to her often, and she has a lot of courses, especially on Instagram. She's an Instagram guru. So find an expert in the platform that you are going to dominate and learn it. Learn the insides and outs of it and just do it. Become an expert. Be willing to fail forward. Be willing to make a lot of mistakes and to figure out the art and the science behind that platform. And once you dominate that, it's going to become second nature. It's like my personal page is like second nature to post on there. It's like no big deal. I don't really have to think too much about it. My business page has pretty much become like second nature. I really don't have to think about it. So now I'm going to be starting a blog. And I will be probably utilizing a lot of Pinterest. So that's that. But I want you guys, I think my whole point of it is think so much bigger than your current network and think bigger than your current friends and family in your current small town, because you guys, it is just incredible what you can do with social media and how you can connect with so many amazing, amazing women who are looking for someone like you all across the world. So that's that. Comment below. I would love to hear what your platform is. And we will be strategizing in our team. We'll have different trainings on all the different social media platforms so that you guys can get some free information from some of my friends who I feel have really dominated those things, and just to help you out. All right? Have a fabulous day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.